He's onside. Isak's onside. Isak's onside. Oh my God. Oh my God. Off. Off. Now it's done. He was onside. Now it's done. Now it's done. Now it's done. You idiots. You see? This is what happens in football. You don't take your chance. They go up the other end and fucking make it 1-0.
That's what happens in football. And I get Troopz' anger, by the way. Welcome back. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this content. Big shout out to Stocks FC, our title sponsors today. More on them a little bit later in the show. If you want to go get your account done now, you can. Scan the QR code. But I get Troopz. I get Troopz' frustration here. I thought Arsenal started quite well. Yes, there was the scare with the offside goal, but the offside line worked. Playing the ball well. Odegaard has that big chance. And again, the finishing. This season, look, Arsenal scored lots of goals in certain games. One of the highest goal scorers in the league. But there's been a few matches where they just need that killer instinct, and it hasn't been there.
It should be 2-1 right now. It should be game on. They should be shitting themselves. But now they got 2 feet in the final. 2 feet in the final. We have to score 3 goals. When's the last time we scored 3 goals at this fucking stadium? This idiot Julian will stay humble on his back.
Look, I do get the frustration with what Julian did the other day. It's almost the irony in it is that it's the whole stay humble thing. And this is whenever you give it, right? Whenever you give out, whenever you kind of criticize, whenever you give it the big one. Football is a very quick humble, and there's no doubt about it. But Troopz is raging at him.
Prick. What a fucking dickhead. Grown man, you know.
Oh, listen, I don't know about their relationship. I'm not going to get involved in that. But I've kind of seen that reaction today. All the gooners that, by the way, were rightfully giving it the big one after that Manchester City game are getting absolute pelters today for not being humble. And I don't quite know if I agree. It's like you're allowed to celebrate a win on a Sunday, even though you're playing on a Wednesday. Or are we not allowed to anymore? I'd love to get your opinions on it, because what we have seen since the weekend, the Premier League are now looking at rewriting rules. Rewriting rules so that no one can do any celebration where you're mocking a fan base or mocking a player. We have seen think pieces, full-length articles from established journalists about Arsenal's behaviour, shouting at players, the celebrations, the song afterwards, being everything that's wrong with football. Only for Trippier to be praised for shouting in Gabriel's face. Now, everyone who hates Arsenal, what Trippier did was perfect. I've then seen, and I'm going to end up putting the wrong picture up here. I know it. Yes. No, I haven't. I've then seen City fans posting this picture here of Lewis Skelly. I've then seen a Newcastle fan. I mean, this is just, it's mocking Lewis Skelly, mocking Haaland outside the pub after the game. And this is the great part of football. Bantering Arsenal over this is Britain. And if any gooners can't take it, stop watching football. I don't want football to change. I want you to leave. It's as simple and it's as straightforward as that. City account here says, I don't think Arsenal fans fully understand how unbearable your club and fan base must be for the entire country to want Arsenal eliminated from all competitions and bloody Liverpool to win the league. It's that bad, yes. Partly, I think it's that bad that banter upsets so many people. I think it's horrendous for the game of football for Arsenal fans celebrating to make you hate them to a point where you want Liverpool to achieve even more greatness and to create an even bigger chasm between them and your club. Man United fans last year, I was horrified for them to say, I'd rather a Man City 4-peat than Arsenal win the league. How have we become so soft as a society that banter hurts more than our club being surpassed? Records dwarfing our own. I don't know where this has gone wrong. I don't know where football has gone so wrong. I back Arsenal fans. I back Arsenal Football Club for their celebrations. The same as everything Newcastle did yesterday. Posting the picture of the ball. Saying this is the culprit. The interviews after the game. The Instagram posts of Newcastle players saying we're going to stay humble now. You know, we won because we were humble. We've got to stay humble for the final. This is perfect. I'm just happy to see no think pieces about it today. I feel anyone who wants that part of football gone should be kicked out of football. You have no place in it. You have absolutely no place in it whatsoever. This was a comment someone sent me last night on the terrace. Take a look at this. Sorry, Terry, it's not Arsenal hate. The reason no one at the moment likes Arsenal, straight away I had to stop reading. It's not, no one hates Arsenal, but the reason we don't like them. We can play semantics about the words, but this is what I've come to notice in the last few days. You don't like Arsenal. Just admit you don't like Arsenal. Admit you hate them. The reasoning doesn't really matter, per se, but just admit you don't like them. What I find hilarious is the level of, the amount of triggered people out there because of Arsenal that then go, yeah, they're irrelevant to me. They can't be irrelevant and trigger you. You know when someone's irrelevant to you and what they say is irrelevant if you ignore them completely. That is proof in the pudding that what they're saying is bullshit, what they're doing is crap. It plays no part of your life because you're able to ignore them. Just accept it. You hate Arsenal. At times, Arsenal have worried you. And that's why at times they've scared you. And that's why when they lose and when they get humbled, oh, you have this sense of relief and you bask in that glory. By the way, that's normal. It's how I feel about all my rivals from top to bottom. It's a normal way to feel. Let's take a look here. Wrong video. Let's take a look here at Yardman after the game yesterday and his reaction to Arsenal going out.
Mikel Arteta, get out. 0. Get out. Get out. I'm calling for you to get out. Out. I'm sick, Arteta. I'm sick of seeing your Lego head. You're tough. Your head sick. You don't have no sense. You know, I'm not up here.
It's gone.
Managing a big football club like Arsenal. You ain't got shit up here. Get out, my club. Get out. Get out.
He's gone. I love the passion. You know, not everyone's going to agree with Yardman's opinion, but I love the passion. But if you are someone that thinks you know as much as Yardman does about football, get yourselves over to Stocks FC. You can scan the QR code on the screen or you can click on the link in our description below. Now, everyone that enters up until the end of February is going into a prize draw to win a PlayStation 5. We've done these giveaways before, a few years back with Xboxes. We're doing it again now as a reward and an incentive for you for supporting one of the brands that we are working with. Also, though, if you go onto Stocks FC's Twitter account, they're giving away, I'm just reading it here, they're giving away a signed Haaland shirt. All you've got to do is like and share the post, follow Stocks FC on Twitter, and comment with the goal time and the final score for their game against Leyton Orient this weekend. So you can go and do that now. But Stocks FC, I love the platform. It's a great game. Don't ever think about it as I'm going to make my millions on it. It's not that type of. It's not like stocks and shares in the real world. And even then, most of you won't make any money out of that either. But it's a great way of testing your football knowledge. It's a great fantasy football game to play. And if you scan the QR code and sign up today, you will receive 5 free stocks once you claim them. And then you can start exploring Stocks FC. This is the page you want to be focusing on to begin with, all the new IPOs. You can look at the players and the trends, how much reward payouts they've had, the players that are currently growing at the highest rates, the players that are moving in the right direction. You can also look at players that may be decreasing in value. And that one shocks me there. Gordon, after the game he had last night, how can his stocks be falling? But always keep your eye on this. As I say, it's a lot of fun. Never use any money that you can't afford to lose. Never play with your rent money, your bill money, food money, money for your children. Only do it with your disposable income because it's meant to be fun. If it isn't, don't play. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. I love it, though. I play it on a weekly basis. Scan the QR code now, and let's get back to Yardman. Let's take a look here at what more he's got to say after yesterday's defeat.
Don't come back. Go to Dubai and don't come back. You don't want it here. Get out. Arteta, out. Get out.
He's gone.
You serve no purpose being in our club. Out. Done. Out. 0. You're not doing nothing. What the flipping heck you're doing? Only thing you talk is pure BS.
How many Arsenal fans feel like that this morning? How many believe it's too premature? I'd love to get your opinions right now in the comments section below. It's beautiful. Up next, let's take a look here. Man City fan Ryan and what he has got to say.
Stay humble, eh? This is Arsenal when they're not facing an Asian midfield. This is Arsenal when youth is not on their side and the midfield and the game is even when it comes to physicality and youth. Saliba, Gabriel, they was bullied. They got absolutely bullied.
They did last night. Isak did an absolute number on the two of them.
They couldn't handle Isaac. Aim a hold Arteta. Can't get him over the line for nothing. Bottled, yet again, another trophy. I thought this Arsenal team was great. I thought it was magnificent. I thought when City take a stumble, they're going to win everything. The footballing world knows. A team that wins nothing, but acts like they've won everything. They act like they're Man City. That's how they act. They act like Man City should be acting. They've won everything, but they've won nothing. And this is why footballers are doing things like this.
But you know what I love about it, right? There is some element of truth here. Arsenal, of course, historically have won loads, okay? So this is why I think it's interesting with the fan bases, because the fan base know their club has won loads. And the City fans that are currently winning, you'll remember this winning in 50, 60, 70 years' time, and you'll never want to let it go, no matter how good or bad you are in the future. But what I love about this is there is an element of truth here, and Arsenal were going to take Banter because the consensus was if City drop, we'll take over. Hasn't happened this year. You're going to hold smoke for that. It's as simple and as straightforward as you like. But what I find interesting is that Newcastle are less successful than Arsenal, but everybody's enjoying their bantering of Arsenal. They're not holding them to the same standard. And by the way, that is also a beautiful part of the sort of fan banter. The only time I really don't like it is when journalists do it and professional pundits do it, because I don't feel like they're meant to join in the same way as fans when it comes to fan banter. Personally, I like when you start seeing prominent journalists write think pieces on footballers bantering each other, and then the Premier League start talking about introducing punishments. It's going too far, because I don't think any fan, Ryan here, Troopz, the people we've featured, any of you, no fan wants punishments for these things. But look, it was a humbling night for Arsenal. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Listen, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it massively. Go check out Stocks FC by scanning the QR code or clicking the link below. And as we say, everyone who enters that draw, signs up, will be going into the prize draw. And at the end of February, when we do this, one of you will be winning a PlayStation 5. We'll do what we always do. We'll get either sent to you, or we'll send you the coupon to buy it yourself, or the voucher to buy it yourself, whichever way works best. Remember, hit the like and the share button. Make sure you're subscribing. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Peace.